Welcome back, everyone, as we kick off WWE 2K15 Raw. And Sheamus is one of the people who helped cost William Regal the European Championship over on SmackDown. So tonight, William Regal tries to settle the score in a Falls Count Anywhere match versus the Irishman, Sheamus. And the Celtic Warrior, a couple weeks back on SmackDown, came out before the European title match between Wade Barrett and William Regal, and he threw Regal headfirst into the steps before his matchup, helping contribute to the loss. Tonight, Sheamus has to answer for his actions, as William Regal has challenged him to a Falls Count Anywhere match here on Monday Night Raw. And the former European champion, William Regal, is really looking to put a beat down on Sheamus for costing him the European Championship. The other man who cost him is Daniel Bryan, his former student, my apologies, and he'll be looking for revenge against him this week on Main Event. But tonight, he's got the big Irishman in his sights as he looks to put a beat down on Sheamus. And there's the bell as this European feud continues. I thank you guys for joining me on Twitch today for this double header, SmackDown and Raw. Unfortunately for William Regal, had a hard loss on SmackDown against his bitter rival Wade Barrett. Got hit with the bullhammer elbow out of nowhere, and tonight he's looking for revenge. One of the men who cost him that title, Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex by William Regal. And a rake of the eyes there by the true villain. But he eats a back elbow by the Celtic Warrior. And of course, William Regal will get his title rematch against Wade Barrett at the Royal Rumble. We'll be live here on Twitch in a few weeks. Sheamus there missed a huge headbutt, throwing it wildly against William Regal, and Regal with a nice shot to the back of the neck. Nice headlock takeover by Regal. Oh, Sheamus fights his way out though, gets his way back to his feet. Nice chop by Regal, but an elbow blocked by Sheamus. He's got Regal up. Big spine buster. Great maneuver there by the Celtic Warrior. Regal has the wrist control into a Northern Lights. I'd like to thank all you guys watching on Twitch live, or all my fans on YouTube watching on record. I thank you guys for tuning in, keeping up with week to week here on WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. This is week 3 for January 2016, and this is Monday Night Raw. William Regal in a Falls Count Anywhere match against the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, as Regal seeks revenge against the men who cost him the European title. And the Celtic Warrior Sheamus blasts Regal into the corner with the Irish Whip and drops a nasty elbow to follow it up. Oh my goodness, huge right hand puts Regal down. And look at this, Sheamus scoops up Regal here. He's going to set up for the white noise. And my goodness, the veteran is rocked into the cover here. And Regal just makes it out alive. Boot to the face by Sheamus. But Regal answers back with a boot to the knee. And look at this, Regal hooks him up. Head and leg. Regalplex holds for the pin. Will this be enough? Oh, and Sheamus just kicks out. William Regal so close to getting some revenge here against Sheamus. Tilt-a-whirl slam by the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus was saying he felt William Regal gave Wade Barrett too many opportunities following Survivor Series, and that he should have been afforded a championship match. So that's one of the reasons he helped cost Regal the title, as Regal hits a nice variation on the Exploder Suplex. And in speaking with Daniel Bryan, I learned that Daniel Bryan felt that Regal not having a rematch with Bryan showed that he was actually very disrespectful to Bryan for not getting back to him, not getting him that European title match that he was screwed over for by Wade Barrett. And look at this, William Regal locks in the Regal stretch and gets the victory, gets the submission victory over Sheamus here on Raw. What a big win for the Blackpool native. Let's take a look at how it went down. Sheamus tried to crush William Regal with the white noise for the cover, but William Regal powered his way out. And then Regal tried to answer back here with the Regalplex. Almost got the victory over the Irishman. But then, he got the best revenge you could get, in my opinion. He locked the Regal stretch in on Sheamus, and Sheamus had no choice but to tap out and submit to William Regal. And what a measure of revenge. Sheamus forced to tap out live here on Raw to William Regal. And what momentum that gives Regal going into the Royal Rumble against Wade Barrett, looking to regain the European Championship. Divas Champion AJ Lee is in action on Raw here tonight against top contender Emma in what should be a great one-on-one contest. And now the Divas Champion AJ Lee staring down the challenge of her former contender Summer Rae. Summer Rae has actually requested that title match to happen sooner than the Royal Rumble. So we'll see as soon as we can schedule that championship match. It will go down. Probably the Raw or possibly main event before the Royal Rumble. Can AJ Lee turn down the challenge to Summer Rae one more time? We'll find out in just a couple weeks. And the awesome Australian Emma has been trying to work her way to a Divas Championship match. Unfortunately came up short in number one contender's fatal four-way matchup. But tonight, she can earn her way to a feature match against the current champion, AJ Lee. And there's the bell as these two lovely ladies lock up center of the ring. Nice hammerlock here by AJ. Lets Emma out of it. Tries to follow up. Ends up blocking back up. Gets the waist lock on Emma. And takes her down to the mat. Converts it to a side headlock. Emma gets out of it with the leg scissors. And AJ Lee nips out and takes back control with the headlock. Great chain wrestling to kick off this matchup. And AJ breaks it up with a punch right to Emma's face. Beautiful neckbreaker there by AJ Lee to Emma. And there's the flip version, shades of Mr. Perfect. Emma with a beautiful Hurricane Rana takes AJ over. But AJ takes control back with the running Bulldog. Oh my goodness, what a stomp right to the head. AJ Lee vicious. Knows she's got to deal with Summer Rae and that spinning heel kick upcoming very soon. She's got to keep that aggression up there. And here goes AJ. There's the acai DDT, also known as the sliced bread. Takes Emma down into the cover here. Only gets a 1 count. Wow, resilience of Emma. Beautiful suplex takes AJ over. AJ shoots Emma off into the ropes, but Emma answers with the Hurricane Rana one more time. Great back and forth action between these ladies here on Raw. And now AJ, with a Hurricanrana variation of her own, sends Emma flying headfirst into the corner. And Emma pulls herself to her feet, and AJ locks in the Black Widow submission. Can Emma hold on here? And Emma does. Emma holds on, survives the Black Widow, but AJ, staying persistent, goes into the cover and only gets a 1 count. Suplex by AJ takes Emma over. And Emma kicks her way out of the submission attempt by AJ. Can she come back here and get a pick up a win on the Divas Champion? Oh man, not if she keeps getting thwarted like that. Emma snaps off another Hurricanrana. Definitely her secret to getting the advantage on AJ here this evening. Big scoop and slam by Emma. And Emma gaining momentum here against the Divas Champion. Nice shot to the back. Gets a hold of AJ. Irish whip into the corner. What does Emma have in mind now? Knee to the gut. And she's going to lock the champion in the dilemma. Stretching out the shoulders and knees against the ropes here. Will that be enough to get Emma in position for the Emma lock? No, she goes right in for the cover. And now they take things to the outside, and Emma pulling apart the announce table here. AJ locks it up. Hits a side Russian leg sweep on the outside. Tosses Emma back in here, and what does AJ have in mind? Hooks her up. Sliced bread one more time. Into the cover here. And picks up the win on Emma. Great win for the Divas Champion here on Raw. Let's take a look at how it went down. Oh, you see just devastation there by AJ. What a great win here for the Divas Champion. Got to deal with Summer Rae at the upcoming pay-per-view. But was taken to the limit here by Emma on Raw. You see Emma went for the pin there, almost got it done, but AJ hits that Acai DDT, goes into the cover, and picks up the win on the awesome Australian. Congratulations to AJ on a huge win here on Raw. My apologies. And we have 2 new tag teams here on Raw competing to see who's the best. The Patriots, JBL and Jack Swagger, taking on the new team of Ziggler and Rick Rude. And Jack Swagger has been looking for a way to work his way back up the ranks. And forming a tag team with JBL seemed like the best way to do it. Along with Swagger's manager, Zeb Coulter, they look to pull things together as the tag team known as the Patriots. What a tag team matchup this should be. 2 All-American Americans, as Jack Swagger used to say, should be a great tag team matchup right here on Raw. Always good to have some new blood in the tag team division. And what a cocky combination these 2 men should be. Dolph Ziggler having a hard time getting things together since losing the WWE Championship. Decided to throw his ring in the hat. Throw his hat in the ring in the tag team division with the ravishing one, Rick Rude. Ziggler and Rude are two ladies' men for sure, and they look to electrify the ladies as well as earn their way to a WWE Tag Team Championship matchup. They've officially signed up for a best of 5 series versus the Patriots, so we'll see which one of these new tag teams is best in the upcoming weeks, right here on Monday Night Raw. And there's the bell as Ziggler starts things off with Swagger. And Swagger takes Ziggler right down to the canvas quickly. And look at Swagger bringing the fury right to Dolph Ziggler. Nice heel trip by Jack Swagger there. Beautiful German suplex by Dolph Ziggler. Sends Swagger flying across the ring. And he makes the tag to ravishing Rick Rude. And Rick Rude in full control here of Jack Swagger. Punishing the back of Swagger. As Swagger finally makes his way to a corner and tagging in JBL, and JBL going right to work on the back of the ravishing one, Rick Rude. JBL drops a huge elbow on the ravishing one. And the All-American Jack Swagger's back in there. Yeah. And Swagger back in control here, takes Ziggler into the corner, and now doing a little double team in with his tag team partner JBL, and oh my goodness, they just slung Dolph Ziggler into their corner. And JBL just laying in the shots on Ziggler. And Rude back in now, taking the fight to JBL. Shoots him in. Oh, I thought he was going to take him into the corner, but sends JBL all the way to the outside. And a nasty neck breaker takes JBL down on the outside. JBL back on the inside now, and Ziggler right on the attack. And Rick Rude tried to sneak up behind JBL, but JBL caught him with the gutbuster. And JBL snaps off a nasty neckbreaker against the Ravishing One. Not quite as good as the Rude Awakening, but it gets the job done, and the Patriots pick up their first win in this best-of-5 series over Ziggler and Rude. Let's take a look at how it went down. Swagger and JBL slammed off Ziggler into their own corner. Vicious double-team maneuver. And then JBL uses a variation of Rick Rude's own maneuver and pulls him center of the ring, looking for the cover here. But it wasn't quite enough, not just yet, against Rick Rude. And then he hit it one more time, closer to his own team's corner. And Ziggler didn't quite make it in time, and the Patriots pick up the huge win in their first match, right here on Raw. Swagger and JBL pick up the huge victory in its best-of-5 series, proving that tonight, they are the better team. And now we have the finals of the #1 Contenders Tournament, as the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, gets ready to take on the man from the dark side, The Undertaker, and to see who will go on to face John Cena at the Royal Rumble. The world's strongest man has conquered the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels and the Monster Kane in this tournament, but tonight he faces a tall task when he faces the Phenom, the 21-1 at WrestleMania, The Undertaker. And the man from the dark side has overcome Edge and Ryback to make it to this final match. But he himself faces a tough task, as Mark Henry is undefeated since returning to the WWE this past summer. Can The Undertaker stop the unstoppable Mark Henry here tonight and claim his championship match against John Cena? We'll find out in moments as these two mammoths of the ring clash. It's been a tough road for both men, taking on top championship contenders. Any one of the men in this tournament would be deserving of a championship opportunity. But the legendary Dead Man would love to take down the champ at the Royal Rumble, but to do it, he has to get through Mark Henry. There's the bell. Who's going to the Royal Rumble? This is an Extreme Rules matchup, so there will be a definitive winner here tonight, no matter what happens. And Henry takes Undertaker down with a huge spine buster. But the dead man sits right back up. He will not be denied in his #1 contender opportunity. And Taker takes Henry back in and drops the elbow right across the neck. And now, classic Undertaker with the leg drop. And the Undertaker is rolling here against the big man, Mark Henry. And now Mark Henry's got the steel steps and he smashes him right down on the face of the Undertaker. My goodness. But Undertaker comes back and, oh my god, almost suplexes Mark Henry neck first on the steel steps. And Henry hits the corner hard as Undertaker is in full control once again. And there's a devastating knee, rocks Mark Henry. Which one of these men will face John Cena at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship? It's come down to these two, as Mark Henry, oh my god, devastates the Undertaker with a backbreaker. And into the cover here. And only a 2 count. The world's strongest man thought that was definitely it for sure. But the dead man quickly back to his feet. And Henry again with the backbreaker. And Henry looking for some more tools of the destruction under the ring here. He's got the sledgehammer, and oh no, this could be bad news for the dead man. But Henry doesn't get a chance to pick it up, but reverses the Undertaker nonetheless. And back into the cover here. And only a 2 count for the world's strongest man. What a tournament this has been. These two legends coming down to the final here. Undertaker hits the flying clothesline, only gets a 1 count. Big right hand by the dead man. And he's got Henry locked up here. What is he looking for? He's got him up. He's got him all the way up. And all the way down. The last ride by the Undertaker. And this could be it. Undertaker goes to the Royal Rumble. No, only a 2 count. The world's strongest man kicks out. What is it going to take to stop Mark Henry? Can't believe he survived the last ride. Mark Henry trying to create some space here. Undertaker getting a little too close for his liking. And Mark Henry looking for a weapon under the ring here. I don't know if that was the best time to do it as Undertaker slams his head into the floor on the outside. Hard knee by Mark Henry, but back body drop by the dead man. But that took a lot out of him to launch the 400-pound Mark Henry up and over his shoulder like that. Oh, devastating headbutt. And a quick head and arm suplex by Henry sends The Undertaker flying, and now he finally has that moment to check under the ring for another tool of destruction, and he's got Sting's baseball bat. And it lands right across the spine of The Undertaker, and again. Oh my goodness, this is a brutal assault. Undertaker knocks the bat out of his hand and sends him face first into the post, and again, Mark Henry devastated by The Undertaker on the outside. What a brutal fight to see who faces Cena at the Royal Rumble, and now it's The Undertaker who meets the steel post, but he answers with a kick to the gut. And the Dead Man sends Mark Henry back in. Both these men are giving it all they got to fight for the WWE Championship. And The Undertaker now scoops up Mark Henry. Tombstone pile driver, my goodness. And will this be it? The cover, 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Mark Henry just survived the Tombstone pile driver. I am in shock. How the hell did Mark Henry kick out of the Tombstone pile driver? This is amazing. And into the cover now off the headbutt. And only a 1 count on the Dead Man. Mark Henry, ladies and gentlemen, just took the Tombstone from The Undertaker and kicked out here on Raw. How bad do these men want to face John Cena for the title at the Royal Rumble? And will very likely make it to WrestleMania. Undertaker with the cover, only gets a 1 count. Shot to the gut by Mark Henry. Side Russian leg sweep, and I believe Henry's head hit the steel steps. And that could be it here. Undertaker into the cover. Only gets a 1 count again. What are these men made out of? How can they take this amount of punishment? And Undertaker grabs the steel steps. And Mark Henry just gets smashed right in the face. And Mark Henry knocks the steel steps out of The Undertaker's hand, but might have done some damage to himself in the meantime. And Mark Henry, big time power slam. Junkyard Dog style with the thumping headbutt. But he doesn't go for the pin. He takes the sledgehammer to the Undertaker's ribs. For a 3rd time now, and Undertaker back to his feet. Answers with the elbow. But Henry reverses the DDT. And that could, oh no, huge splash on The Undertaker 1. And Undertaker still finds a way out. And Mark Henry avoids the clothesline and hits the spine buster. Will that be it? On the cover down, 1, 2, and The Undertaker survives. What an amazing matchup here. The Undertaker sits back up, but Mark Henry has the steel steps. But they are knocked out of his hand quickly by The Undertaker, who goes for a cover now, still only gets a 1. These two are doing anything and everything to try to earn this number 1 contendership. Running DDT by the Dead Man. But doesn't go for the pin, very surprising, because he's going to take him by the neck and take him up and down with the choke slam. And will that be it for the Dead Man? Can he pick up the victory here? No, Mark Henry survives the choke slam. That's the choke slam, the tombstone, and the last ride. But The Undertaker determined here. Tombstone pile driver 1 more time. Crosses the arms. 1, 2, 3, and The Undertaker will challenge John Cena for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. Let's take a look at how it went down. Mark Henry with the backbreaker to The Undertaker for the cover of the count, and only a count of 2. Then slams Undertaker face first into the mat with the arm buster. And he thought he might have had the Dead Man then, but The Undertaker held on. And speaking of holding on, Undertaker held the 400-pound Mark Henry in midair and brought him crashing out with the last ride. But it wasn't enough until he hit the 2nd Tombstone pile driver very close to the steel steps. And he folded the arms of the massive Mark Henry for the cover, the count, and the biggest victory, leading to a WWE Championship match. We know now, John Cena versus The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble, who will leave WWE Champion. And the United States Champion Seth Rollins gets a tune-up match against Stone Cold Steve Austin by taking on Curtis Axel. And the United States Champion Seth Rollins making his way to the ring. Looking to have a warm-up match for his upcoming title defense against Stone Cold Steve Austin. That will take place at the Royal Rumble. And Austin, after finally getting a big victory in a best-of series versus CM Punk, has earned his title shot, taking on the United States Champion Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. Can Austin shut down the Authority one more time and take the U.S. title for his own? We'll find out at the Rumble. But tonight, Rollins has to deal with Curtis Axel. And Curtis Axel currently in the Tag Team Contenders Tournament over on Main Event, teaming with Batista as part of the Megastars. But tonight, looks to make a name for himself against the current United States Champion, Seth Rollins. Can the up-and-coming Axel make a huge name for himself here on Raw? We'll have to see, as these two young superstars face off in the main event of Raw. And there's the bell as you two walk up. These two men are pretty evenly skilled in the technical wrestling department, as far as I'm concerned. So this should be a pretty great matchup. Nice snapmare by Curtis Axel. Seth Rollins with the Irish whip into the corner, and Axel crumbles after that hard hit. And the United States champ showing exactly what he can do with that running drop kick. Wipes out Curtis Axel. Fisherman suplex, shades of Axel's father, just trying to mess with the mind of Curtis Axel. High drop kick rocks Seth Rollins. And look at that double drop kicks miss. Both men having the same thought there, but Curtis Axel brings things back around with a backbreaker. And the United States Champion, with amazing standing shooting star press, crushes the ribs of Curtis Axel. And a hard back kick. But Axel shoots him into the ropes. And there's a wheelbarrow suplex. And Axel with the submission here, rearing back on the chin of Seth Rollins. But it wasn't enough to put the champion down. And Rollins has Axel in position for one of his favorite finishers, the corner powerbomb. But look at Axel answer back with the belly-to-belly suplex. And shades of his father with the flip neck breaker. He goes for the pin on Rollins, but only gets a 2. And the 1-foot drop kick smashes Axel right in the face. I don't think Seth Rollins expected this much fight from Curtis Axel this evening, and it's certainly rocking the champion. Standing drop kick. Once again, shades of Mr. Perfect. Curtis Axel's father does a great job of putting the U.S. champion on his back. And now for the cover. And only a 1 count by Curtis Axel. Rollins fighting back with hard right hands. Reversal again by Axel, but Rollins steps out of the way and hits a drop kick of his own. And Rollins goes for it one more time here. Blast Curtis Axel with the corner powerbomb. And will that be enough here? Into the cover. And no, only a 2 count. Curtis Axel giving it all he's got here tonight. But look at this. Hits a spinning neck breaker on Seth Rollins. Could this be a huge upset victory for Curtis Axel here this evening? And it is! Curtis Axel puts down the United States Champion on the main event of Raw. And what does this mean for the United States Champion? He already has to face Stone Cold Steve Austin at the Royal Rumble, and now he's been defeated by Curtis Axel. What a terrible turn of events for the Authority and for Seth Rollins, and what an amazing boost for Curtis Axel. He's already doing well in the #1 Contenders Tag Tournament, and now he's lined up for a future United States Championship matchup. We see there Rollins tried to put things away with the corner powerbomb, but to everyone's surprise, Curtis Axel found the guts to kick out just one more time, and then, you see, he spins through with the neck breaker, covers Seth Rollins for the cover, the count, and the victory. What a huge victory for Curtis Axel. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in. Tune in Mondays for Raw, Wednesdays for Main Event, and Fridays for SmackDown. I'm Philip Kelly. You can find me at Philip Kelly on YouTube, at PWSFphil on Twitch, and I thank you guys for watching this epic WWE 2K15